Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today I've got an exciting video for you guys. So as you can see here, last weekend there was the May pre-qualifier to see which 6 teams would be able to compete this weekend, so the coming weekend after this video, for a golden ticket. And as we can see there, we got Space Station, MCES, ATN, Marcos Gaming, Vatang, and Method to Madness. Now as you all know, I'm a Method to Madness content creator, and you bet we're going to show you some of the replays they did this weekend, and some of them are insane, including this new attack strategy that we haven't seen a lot at the top level of the game, but they were using to crush bases. So if we jump out of this here, we can have a look at their war log, and so you can see everything up from here, or everything in that in between those two lines I drew essentially is their wars from this weekend. And they didn't have an easy war. This Breaks team had JD9 and a few other players from NA, so a really good team there. Heavenly Zone, obviously a good team. Zone 4 Montas is Silent Snipers. They're really hot at the moment. Strikeback, also really hot at the moment, been going far in like the French Clash Cup as well. ATN, I don't need to introduce them. Absolute Zero, a really good team. They got unlucky. They fell just short on the weekend. And then Vatang, obviously, are Vatang. So I'm going to show you 4 replays today with this attack strategy that I haven't seen abused this much. But I tell you what, I'm going to be looking out for it from now on because it looked unbelievably strong. Let's get into the first replays. Okay, so here's the attack strategy. As you can see down the bottom, it is simply just a mass drag. And like I say simply because it's nothing too technical about it. They just put dragons in a line and use so many spells on them and overwhelm the base. It's actually unbelievable how good this M2M team is with them. And I tell you what, I'll be looking to use this strat from now on. So let's have a look what's happening. We've got an E-Drag on the top side of the funnel, King and Queen on the bottom side. Notice how they're on the part of the base where they're definitely not going to lure the CC, but also where they're going to get the Eagle. Drags coming across, uses early freezes for his drags here, because you've got to use the spells early. Double Rage and then double freeze. And notice he hasn't used his Warden yet though. With the E-Drag hits, which is a similar dragon, in a sense, you often pop the Warden early. But as you can see, PSW here hangs onto the Warden ability till the core of the base. So he's negating the most damage. Because unlike E-Drags, dragons don't have infinite health. So you actually need to sometimes save the Warden ability for the core where all the damage is coming in. Notice how his Queen's still got her ability. She's been chilling on the bottom flank. RC comes to help out. And as you can see, the drags are petering out here. But that's not the point of the dragons. Their point isn't to finish the base. It's to get enough such that the Royal Champion can come around and fix it. This is essentially a like the Inferno drag sort of hit, right? Except with rages and freezes. You just overwhelm the base, have the RC cover the back end. But where the Inferno drags really struggle against really struggle against multi-Infernos. These drags love bases with 3 multi-Infernos. You don't really want to hit a base with singles, because singles destroy dragons. But as you can see, this absolutely wiped the base. Well, that's wrong. Obviously, we can just only see he's got the Queen and the Warden. But I don't think any of us thought this was a defense for a while. Those drags mauled the core, and he always had the Queen and RC in his pocket. Gonna get the triple here. I think the biggest thing to note, and we'll have a look on the other bases they chose this army with, is that they chose bases with 4 ground bows, because those air bows do a lot of damage to dragons. Let's see if the next bases are also ground bows. Okay, so we're into the next attack here. Look at how quickly this attack's done, by the way, and look at the style of base. This is an anti-2. And we've seen lots of anti-2s in this meta at the moment. They are the bane of lots of people's existence. So maybe another strategy for you all to potentially take out these bases, particularly if you struggle with E-Drags like I do. I'm quite good with dragons, but E-Dragons I cannot figure out. So maybe I will give this a go. So as we can see, King and Queen on the bottom side. Yet again, they're going towards the Eagle and staying out of range of the CC, which is perfect. E-Drag on the top side, helping set a sorter funnel. And then look at these rages, by the way. I feel like I should point this out. He's got the rages. So here, sorry about the real thick pen, and here. 2 circles like that, not my best. But he doesn't have them in the, they don't overlap in the middle, and there's one reason for that. Because he needs these buildings here and these buildings here in front of the rage spells to be taken out first. So essentially you put the rage kind of in front of them, because if you take out these buildings, it only leaves the buildings down the middle and the drags are forced to the core. Whereas if he put like one of the rages like in the core like this, essentially what happens is these drags funnel out these buildings before the drags down here funnel out these buildings, and all the drags in the core will split out left and right. So make sure these first rages, if you need to funnel your dragons to the core of the base, make sure they are spot on. Pops the Warden early there. That's to get the blimp to the core as early as possible, because the earlier you can get that Town Hall down, the less likely the poison effect will do as much. Town Hall goes down really easily. King runs into the base somehow. He's trying his best to lure the CC. I don't think he's going to quite do it, thankfully. But he got really, really close there. So that was a little dicey. But look how many drags he's still got up. Now, the poison effect's going to start to do lots of work. But as you can see, yet again, he's got the Queen ability. He's got the RC ability. And all he needs is the drags to clear the core. If they die out after the core, that's fine. They've done their job. But look how many drags are still up. His E-drag on the top side is still up. There's no buildings on the back end. Yes, he's used his RC ability. But yet again, Queen is alive and chilling. And look, it's not going to be wrecked again. I'm not going to lie. Not every replay of this army is going to be wrecked, but it's comprehensive and it's a good way to take out the base. And it's a lot less, like drags are a lot more nice to you. They're a lot more tolerable to what you do to them than E-drags. E-drags, if one thing goes wrong and they all start to clump, you're in a lot of trouble. They can get stuck really easily. But drags are much better at just mowing through the base in a line. So nicely done here from LG. Another hit on a Silent Sniper's base. And I bet you they weren't expecting it. And maybe your opponents won't be expecting this strategy either if you try it. Let's get into another replay. As we can see, LG is in here yet again. Look at the time on the clock, by the way. These drags are wiping the base unbelievably quickly. But, I mean, look, he's got 5 rage spells. Go figure. Yet again, 4 ground bows, 3 multis. What feels like really toxic in this meta, and my personal toughest style of base to take out, seems to have a weakness with this style here. King and Queen on the bottom side, yet again, towards the Eagle side. Admittedly, though, they're not going to reach the Eagle from here unless the King beats a wall, but they're going to be funneling out buildings near the Eagle, and they're not going to be luring the CC. This time, popping the Warden early, yet again, it's more for the Blimp than anything. So Blimp makes it to the Town Hall. He freezes the Town Hall. Town Hall goes down with the Dragon and Loons. Nicely done there. And look how many drags are in the core of the base. Unfortunately, the Queen's fighting a Headhunter and nearly loses the fight versus one Headhunter. It's insane how strong they are. Freezes the Queen. He's just trying to get his spells down as quickly as possible, because you've got to use them. If you don't use them, the drags won't make it through the base, even if you try your best. Look at that, using that Rage and the Freeze on the back end. He's got no spells left, but he doesn't need spells for his heroes because the base is gone already. The base is gone. Yeah, there's a Scattershot yet left. Yeah, there's a few Teslas left. But he's got his Queen ability and he's got his RC ability. I've said this now 3 raids in a row. It is no doubt that the Queen and the RC are the keys to this attack. The drags don't finish off the base. They never do. They've never been good at that. That's why Drag Bat's such a popular strategy, because you have the bats take out those exterior defenses. That's why E-drags are okay, because they can chain to the back end, but the drags struggle with that. But thankfully, you've got these maxed out heroes, and you can take out the tail end of the base. Let's show one more replay. And it's PSW in here yet again, so quick. I feel like I have to point that out every time. Coming in with 4 rages this time and an extra couple of freezes. Yet again, I count 4 ground bows and 3 multis. So, let's see which angle he comes in with here. He's got a golem. Looks like he's trying to use his Queen to maybe Sui the Town Hall. We'll see how it goes. Look where he places his drags, by the way. No sweeper's going to be fighting them here for the longest time. Eventually, one will. But at that point, this is why he's probably brought the additional freezes. Because you can freeze the sweeper, get the multi, and it's all nice. Unfortunately, Queen doesn't go in for the Town Hall. He's blimping it anyway. Works out fine. Town Hall goes down easily there. Nice Warden pop. That's a really good Warden pop. Rages in the core. Expect another Rage nearly up, maybe up the top, or a freeze at least, to get this sweeper, because it is doing a bit of damage here. Freeze the sweeper and the Queen. Perfect. And he rages those drags as well. And look at it. There's not a lot of base already. He freezes the air defense at 12 to keep his dragons alive. It's just this enemy king here, but if these drags get it, with the freeze on the king for the RC, she's going to be able to clear everything. His queen ability has gone off a little earlier than it does normally, so he's in a bit more trouble, but he's still got the king ability. It feels like he's always got one of them in the hand. He's still got the RC ability. Should go off on the multi here. Bam. And the base is gone. Yet again, not a single dragon up, but his heroes are. And that's what matters. The heroes are the strongest parts of your attack, and you just need to bring in an attack strategy that gets the most out of them. And these drags are certainly doing that. That's 4 replays I've shown you today. Are you convinced or are you not? I'm going to try this in FCs at one point, and maybe I'll make another video on it, giving you a guide on what to look for if it's as strong as they're making it look. But just for today, we're going to enjoy some pros showing us how to use it, and maybe you all learned something today. I certainly did. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down in the comments, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel. I really cherish every single subscriber that comes to the channel. You guys are all awesome. Anyways, that's it from me today. GG's to Method to Madness and to the other 5 teams that are going to be battling it out this coming weekend for the golden ticket. I look forward to watching it. Look forward to seeing you guys soon, and have a nice day.